just a scratch. Here is your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. Longtime UFC veteran, Dan the Hangman Hooker, at times too tough for his own good. Breaks his arm in the win over Jalen Turner. I would argue that was one of the best fights of all of 2023. But the man has such an appetite for training in mixed martial arts that he got back in the gym too quickly. As such, re-broke the arm. Now a picture of health. Dan Hooker back on the proving ground. Remains to be seen as to whether or not he can get to a title fight. But tonight should be a good lens into the possibility that he could become the best in the world at some point down the line. Of Brazil to global superstar status. Enter the former UFC lightweight champion and the most decorated finisher in UFC history. One of your favorites, Charles "Dubrox" Oliveira.
I mean, John, you saw the smile just come across my face when we started to talk about him. This guy's fun. Very few guys bring out that emotion. Justin Gaethje and Charlie Allen, those are the ones for me that feel like they bring that emotion out of me. Like, I know this will be fun. To see this guy rise from where he was, not only in his career, but in his life, to become the champion of the world, it was amazing to watch. And for the time that he was the champ, what a ride, man. We had fun calling Oliveira fights. Let's see if he can start another run towards a championship.
Yeah, big challenge for him here tonight, but I do get emotional thinking about where he came from and where he is right now, right? Nicknamed Dubrox, the ghetto, and he emerged out of it to change his life forever. We'll see how it goes for Charles Oliveira tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel the Hangman Hooker. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Charles "Dubrox" Oliveira.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with the start of this round. Big spot in a career full of them for one Daniel Hooker. You got to think one of his fights, likely the Dustin Poirier fight, is going to end up in the UFC Hall of Fame, but not necessarily looking for a war here tonight. He believes skill for skill, he is the better man in this equation and out to prove as much early enough. All right, so the boxer had a lot of confidence in his takedown defense. 0 for 1, though, so far.
Yeah, so how much does that discourage him? He thought that he would be able to defend more effectively, but that takedown was quite easy. Let's see how much it changes his approach if he gets back to his feet.
Darce choke attempt here.
Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. Nice job by the veteran there to counter with a jab to the head. Strong work on the feet by Oliveira. 2 minutes have gone by. Overhand lands flush.
It won't take many of those.
Oh, flying knee right to the middle.
And he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, might be able to get his leg here, and he does.
Oh my goodness, he might have it. How about that? He avoided Good submission and gets right back to his feet.
Nice punch there by Hooker.
Massive body kick land.
Big shots being landed.
Cannot take too many of those.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
He's going guillotine.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the knee. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. This is it. This has to be the end.
Oh, he got out.
He did a great job of getting his hips away, getting back to his back in order to defend that Darce choke.
Good work from the top here by Oliveira.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Stop.
All right, you lost that last one. He is not even setting up those shots. You gotta see those shots coming a mile away. You got to keep your distance,
All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of.
Oliveira gets absolutely melted by that head kick. Man, his jab is good. There it is. Hooker gets tapped to a ball. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shot.
Oh, the triangle is in, and not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong way, he can even attack an armbar. This is a very big advantage position for this fighter.
Hooker getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Back mount now. Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Oliveira. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you know your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Using a lot of good movement.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame it, push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from Darce. Yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here.
Ooh, that looks tight.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
And the horn sounds on round 2.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Get speed up on me. Move the ball hard. Very good round, okay? We're very, very close to getting those submissions, okay?
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Third round underway.
Lands a quick jab.
Well, we wondered, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oliveira doing the right things defensively. Fighters separate from the clinch.
That was a massive high kick.
Well, missed on that one. Straight punch there again. Been there all night.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish.
Oliveira's in half guard. Side control now. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Hooker. Ooh, going for a leg lock. Heel hook looks tight.
He's going hard to try to get the heel hook. He cannot allow for him to beat his hips with his knee if he wants to finish this fight.
Continuing to work for a submission here.
He's going to have to fight to get this in.
Oh, it looked like we might get a stoppage there, but instead he is out and right back to his feet. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, and he connects there. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here, and he comes through with a big knee. Huge shot, finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight. Oh, my goodness.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Oliveira gets back up again.
He's hurt.
Oh! Final seconds of round 3. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Hooker's trying for a submission here.
Respira. Você tem que ir com calma, tá? You gotta slow it down. You gotta be calm, okay? You're being overly aggressive.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Oh, there you go. Right there. triangle here.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
All right, side control now. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Oliveira. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
That Darce is tight.
Oh, man, that was slick. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oliveira's back in format.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that. Well, he's got his back now. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is... Oh, now he's attacking arm triangle.
Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end.
Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4.
Stop!
All right, breathe. Yeah, relaxa. Pô, muito bom. O último round foi muito massa, tá? Então, faz a mesma coisa que você tá fazendo agora.
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round.
Sets up that leg kick beautifully.
This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low. And now he got hurt very badly.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. He passes to half guard.
That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode.
Hooker's back in half guard, very comfortable here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Oh my goodness, that Darce choke is very tight. He's out. What submission defense on this play?
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you're right under the elbow, right on the body.
It was perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that punch. Oh, that was a really nice takedown. Oh, he passes the half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side. Drop.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, so he gets back to the feet. That was seemingly the only way he could win this fight. Down the stretch we come.
Down the stretch, but on the feet. He was not going to win this fight from his back. He needed to get up. That was step number one. Step two, find the finish.
Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-45, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira!
All right, so there it is. A lot of fans expected Charles Oliveira to get the finish tonight. He doesn't, but still a dominant performance and a decision win.
Just dominant, and showing once again the evolution of Charles Oliveira, not only physically, but mentally. He goes the distance, and he gets the job done.
Get a dose of dirty cold gold.